It's a big night of high school sports in our community. The News 8 Highlight Zone starts now.
Good evening, I'm Greg WAVRUNEK.
And I'm Brian McClune.
Players train all year long and grind during the season, all for this, a ticket to the playoffs and a chance at making it to state.
For a 9th consecutive year, Holmen is among the 224-team playoff field put out by the WIAA MVC co-champion Vikings, earning a 4 seed, hosting Marshfield program, playing in their first postseason game in 4 years. First play for Holmen, Isaac Hanlon on the keeper, makes one cut and he is gone. This one goes for 75 yards, missed PAT, and just like that, it's 6-0 Vikings still in the first. Holmen inside the red zone. The toss to Drew Becker, follow his blockers, get to the end zone, no problem. Vikings add a 2. 14-0, second quarter. You don't see this often. Holmen going to the air. Becker hauling it in. That's good for 37 yards. Vikings extend the lead to 21. And the Holmen D giving Marshfield the fits all night. Strip sack. Abe Malling comes away with the defense. Pitches a shutout. Holmen, a comfortable 34-0 win.
La Crosse Central making the playoffs for the first time since 2013, facing undefeated and number 5 in the latest WISports.net poll, Menomonie. 2 drives, 2 scores for Menomonie to start it off. Cade Schultz, 21-yard run makes it 14-0. Later on in the quarter, Mustangs running the reverse. Logan Sorensen reaches the end zone, and it's 27-0. Now Menomonie working it through the air. Jake Ebert, 35-yard touchdown to Sam Zabornik. It's a 5-touchdown first quarter for them. Early second quarter, Central defense getting a turnover, and the Red Raiders offense turned into points. Johnny Davis, QB keeper, makes the score 33-8, but Menomonie doing enough damage early on. They end Central season final 45-14.
ONALASKA heads into the postseason coming off arguably their biggest win of the year.
Hilltoppers' 42-21 victory over West Salem gave them their second consecutive MVC championship, which earned them a 3 seed in their D3 bracket. ONALASKA now looking to win at least one postseason game for the second straight year. They host MOSINEE, Hilltoppers beating them 29-5 back in week 2. First drive of the game, MOSINEE nearing the end zone, and they find it. Justin Stubbe breaks through for the score, and they go up 7-0. Hilltoppers answer right back. Nathan Lipinski taking the handoff, fights through the middle, and goes 15 yards. They miss the extra point, so it's 7-6. MOSINEE driving again. It's a long 4th down for them. Then Vandehey connects to Lucas Trzynski. He sheds the tackler, and they go up by 8. ONALASKA now facing their own 4th down. Noah Skifton rolling out, connects with Lipinski. He lunges in for the score to make it 14-12. Momentum in ONALASKA's favor in the second half. Skifton finding a wide open Greg Heilman down the seam. It took a while to get going, but ONALASKA moving on with a 44-21 victory.
MVC co-champ West Salem also earning a level 1 home game, taking on New Richmond. This one was a great one. First quarter, West Salem's Ryan Byrne takes it outside, pitches it to Brandon Holt, who is off to the races, 58 yards to the house for the opening score, 7-0 Panthers. Second quarter now, New Richmond would answer with this quarterback read option. Micah Kyer takes it 2 yards into the end zone, and this one's knotted up at 7. Third quarter now, following a New Richmond fumble, West Salem's Holt able to punch it in from 2 yards out, 14-7 Panthers. Fourth quarter, Panthers holding on to a 10-point lead, but Kyer hooks up with Dylan Minke for 48 yards, and it is a 3-point game, so here we go, New Richmond, 4th and 16, the heave to the end zone, and it is going to be tipped away by West Salem. Panthers hold on for the win, 17-14.
What a game there. In Division 5, GET ranked 3rd in the state. They have a 3 seed in their playoff grouping. Redhawks host Northwestern. First quarter, GET's Garrett Eddy sneaks in for the touchdown, and the Redhawks are up 6-0. Later on in the first, Northwestern's Reagan Rufi finds a gap and goes in for the touchdown. It's an 8-8 ball game. Second quarter, again, Northwestern's Ruffy going in for the touchdown, and Northwestern enjoying a 16-8 lead. Final seconds of the first half, Redhawks in field goal range, and they go for a field goal attempt. It's good, so it's a 16-11. They trail at the break. Check out the final, a huge upset. Previously undefeated GET losing 29-17. Also, Boston falls in Division 5.
Coming up, Divisions 5 through 7, including the only area team that earned a 1 seed in their bracket, the Highlight Zone. We'll be right back. Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone.
Bangor has held steady at the #2 spot in Division 7 in the WisSports.net rankings. Unfortunately for the Cardinals, they get grouped with the #1 and defending state champion Edgar. Now that matchup's still a few weeks out. 2-seeded Bangor beginning their postseason journey, hosting 7-seed Royal after a turnover on the kickoff. Drew Johnson finds Theo Mullenberg for the 18-yard touchdown pass, and the Cardinals are up 6-0. Johnson back to pass again. What's going on here? They're throwing the football all the time. Caleb Miedema bobbles it for his second, but finds the end zone 51 yards, and they're up 28-0 at the end of one. Johnson now taking it himself, scampers in from 30 yards away. 36-point advantage at this point. Luke Reeder getting in on the ground attack. He takes off for the 53-yard touchdown run, and Bangor leads at 51-0 at the half. Big story again, 63-6 Bangor winning big. So who is next for these Cardinals?
Well, I got the answer for you. It's the winner of this game. Dairyland run-up Independence Gilmanton at home, taking on a Hillsboro team, getting to the playoffs on a made last-second field goal. Some trickery in the first. Dane Keenan takes the snap and races to the pylon in for 6. It's 14-0 Indies. Second quarter, Indies moving again. Ian Pfaff drops back and finds a wide-open Justin Sampson. One cut, and he scores. 33-yard touchdown makes it 21-0, and after a fumble recovery, Hunter Fredrickson gets it at the goal line. He muscles his way over the plane. Indies up 28-0, and then final minute of the half, let it fly. He drops in a dime to Isaac Poppy, splits a pair of defenders, and races to the end zone for a 48-yard touchdown. Indies take a 35-0 lead into the half. That turns out to be your final score as well. Indy Gilmanton advances to level 2.
That should be a fun game next week. Ridge and Valley champion WAUZEKA-STEUBEN SENECA making their second straight playoff appearance, hosting a DeSoto program making its 22nd consecutive appearance. Defensive battle to start it off. DeSoto quarterback Evan Overby rolls right, looks for the running back in the flat, but Carter Lomas rejects him. DeSoto would get the game's first big play on offense. Overby airs it out. Dylan Chappis goes up for it, catch inside the 30, but the Blue Gold defense would hold on. Third down, Overby looks to the air again, but would escape the pocket. Garrett Groom catches him from behind for the sack, keeping the Pirates off the scoreboard, and that was the theme of this one tonight. 16-0 WAUZEKA-STEUBEN Seneca beating DeSoto. More Division 7. Iowa Grant knocks off Ithaca, and North Crawford losing to Blackhawk. Well, the road to the state semifinal goes through MELROSE-MINDORO.
The Mustangs, the only area team with a #1 seed, which comes with home field through the first 3 levels of the playoffs. MELROSE-MINDORO hoping to make the most of their top seed, all beginning tonight on Lake Holcombe Cornell. First quarter, Melman's Drew Blaken taking it himself outside with the blockers in front. 14 yards later and an extra point. It is 7-0 Mustangs. Next possession for Melman. Following an interception, Jeremy Anderson, he's going to be able to punch it in from 3 yards out. Mustangs take the 14-0 lead. Still in the first quarter, Melman threatening again after another interception. Brett Gertis bounces it outside. He's able to get into the end zone now, 21-0 following the extra point. And second quarter, Mustangs taking advantage of some great field position as Anderson takes it 9 yards for another score, 28-0 Melman. They go on to win in convincing fashion, 38-0. More Division 6, Brookwood and Whitehall both losing on the road tonight.
Prairie du Chien earning a home game in Division 5 as they face New Glarus Monticello. Right before the half, Blackhawks already leading 15-0. Quarterback Gavin Gillitzer would throw over the middle. He would find Corey Check all alone. He runs over defenders. 27 yards he goes, and they're up 22-0 at the half. First drive of the third quarter then, Gillitzer pitches it to his running back Tyler Smock, and he does the rest going outside and getting down the sideline. He's gone. Blackhawks take a 29-0 lead, and Prairie du Chien moving on. They win 36-14. And check out this other area Division 5 score. Westby going on the road and handing Lancaster a loss, 38-29 the final there. Well, coming up, Bucks host LeBron for their home season opener. Highlights coming up next. Welcome back to the News 8 Highlight Zone. It's time for our play of the night.
We go back to West Salem and New Richmond. 35 seconds to go. 4th down at the 16. Panthers season on the line. Defense comes up big. West Salem holds on for the 17-14 win.
Another big day of prep playoff action tomorrow. Brian will get you covered there. UW Lacrosse, huge game against Oshkosh. Support those Eagles. 2 p.m. kickoff. We're out of time. Have a terrific weekend.